with this window tint glue removal. Plus, next we'll be showing you how to remove window tint itself. Quick and easy. All right. So, we're removing this. Well, it's partially working with this fingernail polish remover, okay? But there is like vitamin E in it. And so the oils, if you had regular acetone, it would probably work better. But we're discovering it is working. All right, we have Joe MacGyver here from his channel, which is on solar and living off grid. And we built a wooden cab, truck cab that he's put up on his channel. We're going to have to do a better overview of that truck here real soon. And on the removal, you can see, well, I'm not sure how well you can see, but here it's clean and here it's still really foggy. But this has been on here for years and baked on in the desert heat. And it's working now. We were using a Scotch-Brite, but we found, good thing this is his work truck, the Scotch-Brite will actually scratch the window. Now, you may be able to buff it out, but we're going to have to find that out. And that might be another video. But nonetheless, we're just using elbow grease and a rag. And it's slowly removing it, slowly. But it takes a lot of hard work. We're going to have to get some regular acetone and try that, because for those of you that don't know, fingernail polish remover is acetone. And that's why they've added this vitamin E into it, because it dries out the skin around the cuticle, the nails, and all that. So anyways, and I believe that's interfering with removing this. Okay, but if you take this, you can see this little area here. It's slowly coming off, just little at a time, very little at a time. But you just got to work one area. It's a lot of work. Now, if we had a buffing wheel on a drill or on a grinder, it'd be much better, I'm sure. Maybe able to even polish the scratches that we've created with the Scotch-Brite, which is auto body for sanding paint and primer. But anyways, it is scratching the windows. I didn't think it would scratch it. Good thing it's a work truck, so you don't want to do that either. But using a buffing wheel on this would probably make a big difference. Okay, so all right, so now we're going to go over here and we're going to do, anybody here? Hey, how's it going? Oh, son. Oh boy, I'm not been there. Hold on. See if I can get your name. Sorry about that. Okay. Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. How's it going? Now we're going to turn on this heat gun. We're going to show you a technique for removing the window tint. Okay. Now this window, the tint is on the inside here. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do is, well, thank you, brother. I'm gonna have to turn this truck on, roll this window down a bit. Where's that razor blade, Joe?
On the side there, yeah.
This window, got to turn this on, really? Oh, there we are. All right, now we'll show you how to get this off. I'm going to flip this around. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the tint. This is Joe MacGyver. I'm going to heat it up on this side initially. All right, Joe MacGyver's going to be my cameraman today. If you don't know Joe MacGyver, check out his channel. He has off-grid, solar, wind power, some vehicles we work, a wooden truck cab we made, and so he's got some interesting stuff. Okay, was that reasonably? Okay, so I'm just going to initially get this warm so I can get this edge started. And it doesn't take long, let me tell you. You turn the blade towards the window. Just kind of push down and to the side. Okay. Now you may have a better technique, but this is what's working here. Now we're going to continue to keep this warm by putting the heat on the other side of the window. Okay. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. All right, now we got this started. Okay? Tell us, what do you see?
It peeling it off.
Okay, over here. This is cold. I'm feeling like the back of my hands for it to get warm. It's starting to get warm now. All right. Run it across.
Okay.
All right. You can see how a difficult project is made easy. The best kept secret. Removing this window tint with the heat gun is the ticket. Quick and easy. Let's bring it a little more. All right. Warm. Look how easy this comes off. All right. You can see the residue here. That's because the glass wasn't quite warm enough. They left this residue behind. All right. That's the glue. So you keep it nice and hot, and the glue peels right off with the window itself. With the window tint itself. All right. Let's get this next portion. Okay, that's nice and hot. You want the window hot. Okay, the window's hot, the glue comes off. The window's warm, the glue stays on. So make sure, you don't want to touch it. It's that hot, okay? And it just comes off very nicely. He's heating up that window. I'm going to work on this up here. All right. You want that glass hot, and this comes right off. Look at that. Piece of cake. All right. Look at that. Okay, look this area. Is anybody there? Is anybody here?
Here.
Well, thanks for being here. I can't see the screen at the moment. Now this could be very difficult when you put this area right in here. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
All right, this could be very difficult otherwise. And don't overheat your plastic, because you can melt your plastic. This would have been a very difficult removal right here if it wasn't for that heat, because of the edges here. They would have really get in there, and that's difficult. So in here.
put them here. Hit it hard and it comes off like butter. You want your glass hot, remember that. So here it's cold, that's why it's stirring. This whole area. This whole area. Down here, Jim. The whole area. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do is I should have done this to begin with. I should have stored this. Alright. Should have stored it. And notice I didn't touch it down here, just here. Alright. Okay, fix it over here. Alright, this is how you do it. I will check the comments when you get done here. So that's you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. That's 5 seconds, guys. Girls. Oh, I cut the window. No way. Joking. All right, any glue left over? Then we can take the acetone, the fingernail polish remover, and go over the window, and it will clear it up. Gooder than new. I said gooder. That wasn't by mistake. I said gooder. Gooder than new. So you see this down here?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just scrape it, and then we can go over it with some lacquer thinner or some
acetone fingernail polish remover is the same as acetone, for those that don't know that. And so we have some fingernail polish remover. So let's just show how that's going to work. We're going to show you fingernail polish remover on this glue down here. Can you show them? Zoom in on it. All right, fingernail polish remover, better known as acetone. Or acetone, better known as fingernail polish remover. Get this wet, and this should wipe right up. Look at that. Then if I don't like it, I can go back over it with the razor blade. That's a drywall blade from a drywall knife. Okay. Then finish it off maybe with some Windex and wipe it down real good with a clean cloth. And we're set. That's a little heavy glue. Okay. I could probably take a few minutes and put some elbow grease in it.
I thought you put it on the seat.
Oh boy, drop my blade. Oh, that's bad form. This is not when you want to drop your blade or misplace it. Not funny.
Not stuck to the.
No. Oh well, that'll give Joe something to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was not in the plan.
Here, you want to take this?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sunshine, thanks for being here. You have the polish. There you go. Hey, Joe MacGyver's on. If you don't know Joe MacGyver, check out his channel. You'll be glad you did. And I got my, let me turn this around. I purchased the heat gun at Harbor Freight. If there's a Harbor Freight in your area, they're relatively inexpensive. They're under 20 bucks. And it takes like 5 seconds up close and personal for this to melt with the.
It's right down there. Sure.
Oh, it was hiding. Anyways, it takes like 5 seconds with that heat gun on top of this to melt it. Okay. Maybe I should show that since I'm sitting here talking about it. All right. So we're going to show you how quickly this will take long, like seconds, literally. Cord. Oh, I am plugged it and put it up there. We're putting the cord away. Hold on 1 second, please. Bear with me. All right, here we go. Okay. Well, thanks to Sunshine for being here, hanging out. I hope this will benefit you. I actually do this for a business. Removing window tint. And now you know how. Make you some money. Okay, I'll show you how long it takes here to melt this. Getting set up. All right, here we go and turn this around. Okay. Here we go. On. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at it. 6 seconds. It's already melting. All right.
6 seconds. Let's try it again. Let it cool down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's at 5, 6. So 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Hey, little dumpling, glad to see you. Glad you're here. Do you know Sunshine? Do you know Joe MacGyver? Joe MacGyver that's Joe MacGyver, my neighbor. This is his truck we're working on. Anyways, if you don't know Joe MacGyver, check out Joe MacGyver. He has a how-to off-grid solar panels and wind turbine and some cars and stuff, just different things of interest. Well, you can, he's new. I've been telling him for months he ought to start a channel. We're always doing things, and he's finally set up a channel here just like a couple weeks ago. And what about Sunshine? Do you know Sunshine? And the third person, I'm not sure who the third person is. I don't see him in here. They must not be able to comment. Well, thanks for being here, whoever you are hanging out. And so we just did this window tint removal using a heat gun. And you don't want to use Scotch-Brite, which is a auto body polish. It's a buffer. They call it a Scotch-Brite. It's this, okay, and it comes in a sheet. I just cut a piece off of it. This is like something you would use for washing your dishes. It's like a scrub for your dishes, but they use it in the automotive industry to when you're painting your car. They take the roughness, and it's like 400 grit or 600. Might be greater than that. Maybe more like 1500 grit. But it's like a scrubby for your dishes. You get them at the automotive shop, a painting shop, supply shop, automotive painting supply. So anyways, thanks for being here. You can do a playback, and we put acetone fingernail polish on the removers. You do that too. What is it that you do, Sunshine? And MacGyver is taking off, and this is his girl who really would love some, oh, what's that bread called, Danielle? Fruitcake. Danielle's a girl that's saying fruitcake. And so anyways, that's why I did my fruitcake shout out, not shout out, but my fruitcake video. It says she was going, we had a little conversation. She's liking fruitcake. And so that's Danielle. We've also done a few food challenges on my channel, but they're down in the beginning of my channel. And so that's Danielle. So do you guys, if you don't know each other here, you know, make friends. Joe MacGyver has a channel I think most people will find interesting. And he has short videos, like a few minutes. They're real short. So who all is here? I see there's 5 people in the chat. Def will be checking out your channel too. Excuse me. Wow. Oh, little dumpling, thank you the same. All right, you guys are having a conversation. Well, I had 5 people in the chat. Now there's 4, but only 2 are commenting. So I'm assuming 2 people are just checking it out, or they can't comment. I found that there's a French channel. I guess after you hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts to really spread your channel out, because I have a channel where my videos go. I mean, a YouTube location. It's a French. It's called it-my, and my videos are being uploaded there automatically. But it-my in French means 1,000. And so I took Joe MacGyver's channel and I put it in their search. And the only thing came up is where I mentioned him in the description, Joe MacGyver, and put his link to his video, to his, not video, but to his channel. And that's what came up on but it's in French. And that's kind of cool. I didn't know, you know. And so once you hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts putting your videos out in different places around the world where it's automatically uploaded. And so for those of you that didn't know, like me, I just found this out. I think that's really cool. It's also a motivator, you know, to push to get your 1,000 subscribers. And if you don't know about Green Bay Wacky's channel, go to his live stream and go into the comments and make friends in the comments on Green Bay Wacky's channel. He broadcasts at night. He broadcasts on the weekends, 3-4 hours at a time. And then there's Lunatic Dad, another place if you want to grow your channels and make friends. You want to go to their channels and make friends. You know, show support. And get your 1,000 for those of you that don't have it. And if you didn't know about Green Bay Wacky, somebody told me, actually Walker Outdoors told me about Green Bay Wacky's channel. And it really helped. And Walker Outdoors is another channel. If you guys don't know, he has a giveaway. I have Green Bay Wacky already, Lunatic Dad. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, Sunshine. Then if you haven't hit your 1K, then, you know, that'll help you do it. There are also other techniques to do that. You know, you can... well, I don't have my 4K of watch time. I'm far from 4K watch time. I've got like 1,200 minutes. I don't have a whole lot of watch time. You know, it's more than what it was. I was hovering around 4,000 minutes. And in the very, very beginning, I'm going, how do I have 4,000 hours? I didn't see it said minutes. I just saw 4,000. I went, wow, 4,000 hours already? Cool. I just need my 1K because I didn't have my 1K at that point. And then my wife says to me one day, are you sure it's not minutes? And I'm double checking and I'm going, wow. Okay, you have, Sunshine has 1.51, 1.551K of watch time. Yeah, see, you have more than I do. I have only I have like 1,200 minutes of watch time. So I'm trying to figure out how are people getting that 4K? You know, what are they doing that I'm not doing? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I also know if I get like 50 views on a video, I'm doing really good. Because most of my videos, I have, 30, 40 views in general. And I don't know why. No, talking about subscribers. Oh, okay. Well, then you're good with your subscriber base. But it's getting that watch time. Are you sure it's not minutes? You got to look at the fine print, because I thought I had 4,000K in watch time. I just needed my 1,000K of subscribers. And I'm just thinking, I don't know how, but okay, I'll take it, And then like I was saying, my wife tells me, are you sure that's not 4,000 minutes you have? 4,000 minutes. I'm going, I don't know. David Enos, hey brother, from another mother. Thanks for being here. But anyway, so my wife tells me if it's 4,000 minutes, and I went and double checked. It was she popped my balloon, 4,000 minutes. But now I have about 1,200 minutes, a little over, and so that's good. But it's far from 4K. So I don't know what people are doing, to get that 4,000K. I've also learned that there is another YouTube channel. It's called RU, capital R, capital U clip. And that's like a Germany, not Germany, Russian, a Russian and, oh, what's the word? Asian channel. A lot of Asian videos, and Russian. That's automatically uploaded too from this channel. I just found out about that. A friend of mine here on YouTube, his name is David Knight. But if you search for him, he doesn't come up. Somebody else has taken over that name here on YouTube, and he doesn't even exist if you search for his name, unfortunately. But he had told me about the RU clip, and I'm like, what? And he shows me a screenshot with my video on this RU clip. It's capital RU clip. And I went, no way. So if you go to R capital U clip.com, and then you put your name in the search, your Google account will pop up. You put in your password for your Google account, and then you will go to your page on RU clip, and you'll see your videos on RU clip. You know, then I was posting, and I ended up going to this ItMy, and it's French, and I'm like, what? And so that's kind of cool, you know. So I just thought I'd share that information with everybody. David Enos, thanks for being here. If you do a playback, or come back after the live stream, you can see that acetone works, but it's going to take a lot of elbow grease. Maybe acetone on a buffing wheel, on a drill, or a buffing or something pad. That might work better. I'm thinking that'd work a lot better to remove the glue, because Joe had window tint on the outside of the window, or actually before he got the truck, somebody had put it on there, and then the glue sat there and just baked on part of the film. And it's really difficult to remove. It's been sun baked for I don't know how many years. And so like the acetone, but this acetone, it's fingernail polish remover, and they've added vitamin E into it so it doesn't dry up the cuticles, you know, around the women's fingernails. And that might be interfering with its effectiveness in removing it. And it may not make a difference, but I'm thinking it may. Lacquer thinner as well could be used for that. And then scraping, buffing, that kind of thing. But there may be some people that know how to do this. You know, we're figuring that out. And it's showing signs of working. So if we put it on a buffing pad or on a grinder and the buffing pad, it may just do the trick. And then put some polish on it and buff it out and polish it out, you know. That's what we're hoping for anyways. So, but anyways, just thought I'd share with you guys that your videos are being uploaded in other YouTube platforms. It's YouTube, they're just under different names in each country. And then there's Reddit as well. I believe that's a look-alike, or I'm not sure what Reddit. There's YouTube videos there too. They like automatically go there. So that's a good thing. So I don't know why I'm only getting like 28, 32 views on an average. Like I said, if I get 50 views, I'm doing good. If I get a 60, 70 views, I'm like excited. I'm like, yeah. You know, and some of them over time, over months, I've got 800 views over months. But it all adds up, and that's good. But how people are getting 4,000 views already because there's many people that I know here. We started out about the same time with about the same amount of subscribers, people joining our communities, our friends that we've been making, and they've got their 1K and they've got videos. I mean, they've got commercials on their channel. And they've got a lot more views, 100 views, 150, 200 views a week after they've uploaded it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Now, I do not have an Instagram. I don't have a Twitter account. So that might be part of my problem why I don't have many views, as many. That's kind of what I've been thinking. And so I got to stop and take the time to set up a Twitter account, set up a Instagram account. But, then I've got to be working all three. And with as full as my schedule is and trying to stay on top of watching videos and giving you support, I don't want to be taken away by having now spread so thin. I'm having to work the Instagram and I'm having to work the Twitter. And so I haven't done that yet. But we'll see how it goes. I'll just have to set it up, play it by ear, and but other people are doing it. But my schedule, I've got a project here. There's a project here I need to start working on as well. You need a Twitter. Okay, thank you, little dumpling. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's probably part of my program. Part of my problem is not having a Twitter account and possibly even an Instagram account that I'm using, I have been set up with Lincoln in the past on an Invo skin, but that's a whole nother thing. That's a natural skincare product I created. That's a long story behind that one. So anyways, I just need to get all that dialed in. And you can post videos on Lincoln too, by the way, for those of you that don't know. That's Lincoln. It does. Okay, little dumpling. Twitter does help. Every video I like goes automatically to Twitter. Oh, automatically? Really? Okay, well, Sunshine, how do you have it set up to automatically go to Twitter? That's great. If I don't got to stop and have to load it separately, that's great if I don't have to do that. Hit hi at the Irish Trash Guy. Well, the Irish Trash Guy, thanks for being here. I'm not seeing you in the chat. Somehow I've overlooked you. But then my lighting on my phone in the sunshine doesn't help. Thank you, little dumpling, for pointing him out. Irish Trash Guy, thank you for being here. I believe you're new to my channel. And I will come check your channel out for sure. Thank you, little dumpling, for bringing that to my attention. Yes, you put it in your channel settings. When I set up my Twitter account, I put it in my channel settings on Twitter. Or when I set up my channel, my Twitter account, I set it up with my YouTube settings. We've got, I'm going to have to, something fishing. Thank you for being here. But I'm going to have to go in where I can see this screen better because the lighting out here, I'm not able to read everybody's name. And I don't want to do anybody any injustice. Sorry for the face shot. So I'm going to have to go in here where I can sit down. Bear with me. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I hit a wrong button. Now, I should be able to see the screen. All right, we have ASAP Fishing #1. Thanks for being here, ASAP Fishing #1. You just posted a new vid. What did you post a new video about? And anybody else, if you've uploaded anything new, Little Dumpling, do you have any videos or movies or anything you've posted recently? So ASAP Fishing #1, if I believe you're new to my channel, and this may be your first time here that I'm recognizing. And if so, I will check out your channel and you want to tell us about your new video that you just posted. What kind of fish? What kind of fishing? Fly fishing, bass fishing, trout fishing, bluegill fishing, cat fishing, carp fishing. Yeah. So if you do, and what about you, Little Dumpling, or whoever else? You can, or what's a video you posted that you really like? You know, I mean, it just stands out. You just think it's like one of your best. Or something new that you've just posted. Yes, okay, well, what is the video, Little Dumpling? Don't make me pull teeth. Okay, I'm asking everyone on this live stream, make known your videos, whether it's an older video that you really like, or you think it's really helpful, or a new video that you just uploaded recently. What is it? Tick, 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 tick. No. Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. All right, I'm going to shut up. Okay, so Little Dumpling has a video up on Santa Claus. That sounds like one that should get you some views. I'll have to go check it out. ASAP Fishing #1 says, thanks, Little Dumpling. I'll go check out my new vid when you can. What is your new vid, ASAP Fishing #1? Sunshine liked and commented. I guess I'm a little behind on the comments. I think it's lagging. So the more you comment, the sooner I'll see a previous post. If I turn my phone this way, what's going to happen? It's going to tell me to turn it back the other way. Okay. All right. So don't be shy. Get to know each other. Make friends. You know, united we stand. United, we're making it happen here on YouTube. You know. So who's uploaded some videos? ASAP Fishing #1. What's your new video that you posted? Little Dumpling has one on Santa Claus. And we've got 6 people in the chat. I've got 4 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. That's good with the YouTube algorithms. Sometimes I go in a chat and I forget to hit the thumbs up, you know, just one of those things you just forget. But that's always appreciated. Okay, I uploaded 7. That's okay. What is it? What's it on? I'm assuming fishing. I don't know if fly fishing is still going on. Mine is all about nature and mostly sunrise and sunsets. Good angle. Very good angle. Sunrises are good. I really enjoy a nice sunrise, a nice sunset out here in the desert where I live. We get some real nice sunsets sometimes, some awesome sunsets. Other times they're just, you know, but it makes up for it when we get these awesome looking ones. I'll have to go check out your video and check out what you got. And, you know, thanks for sharing. So Sunshine is all about mostly sunshine and sunrises. Okay. ASAP Fishing, if you're still here, ASAP Fishing #1. If you're still here, what is your video that you've uploaded recently? Yes, I do DIYs. I do teaching videos. I've done two separate bathrooms, and I've shown most of the process in how to tile a bathroom. Just about most of it I've showed channel. You have to go back through down into the videos. I also have some on a playlist that I have here. I have two playlists. One I just created recently. I put together recently. But I have some of the older videos in there along with some new ones. But okay, Little Dumpling, my vids are a little bit of everything. Yeah, they are. You have some nice rainfall videos. You know, so if a person's having a hard time going to sleep is where I find them beneficial. Put on the rainfall, kick back, you know, and go to sleep listening to the rainfall. And Little Dumpling has some videos on that, which she didn't mention. And she has some movies. I don't know how you're doing the movies. All my likes go automatically to my like video playlist on my Sunshine. How do you do that? Okay. Yeah, I just recently set up mine that way. Yeah, I know. So you got to be careful on what you like that limits your likes, because you don't want to like everything. Certain ones. Oh, by the way, now I think about it. On Facebook, I have a Facebook group where you can post your videos. And it's called, it's hashtag, right? We are creators. And I've got a group of people on the banner, a mixture of people. If you put me in the YouTube, in the Facebook search, hashtag We Are Creators in the Facebook search, my page and some other pages will pop up that used the same name after I did. It's a playlist. Call it Like Videos. Okay. All right, Joe. I hear you. I'll do that here in a little bit. Talking to Joe MacGyver. If you don't know Joe MacGyver, check out his channel, you know. So anyways, you can go to Facebook, hashtag We Are Creators. John Ames. Thanks for being here, John Ames. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you being here. You can go, if you can do a playback, you can watch the window tint removal. And it's really beneficial. It's quick and easy. It takes all the work out of it, all the hassle out of it. It simplifies it, makes it nice and quick and easy to remove window tint. How's everyone doing tonight? John Adams says. Well, in California, it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Coming to you live from beautiful downtown, southern, sunny California. It's about 2:33 here, roughly. Gotta go. See you soon. All right. Be looking for you. Be looking for your return. And thanks for being here. You'll have to tell me how to set up the Twitter so it goes, my YouTubes go straight to Twitter. That is valuable information. Or do a video on it. Do on your channel. Show how to do that on your channel. Make a video on how to set that up. That would be good. That way everybody benefit. But you can go to my Facebook page group. Hashtag We Are Creators. And you can post your videos there. You can watch other videos there, and you can join their communities there. Their YouTube channels. And just let them know that you came from Hashtag we are creators, easy 2 tips and tricks. Let them know where their traffic's coming from. That helps us individually when we have that information. So let whoever channel you joined from the hashtag we are creators channel on Facebook, hashtag we are creators on Facebook group. Okay. And then anybody's channel you joined from there, let them know that you joined it from the Facebook group, hashtag we are creators. And then they know where the traffic's coming from. And that just helps us individually, So anyways, that's available where you can, now how you do that is you take your link. What's a lot of people don't understand is when you save a link on your phone, phones don't have a hard drive, and I'm not sure exactly what you would call that. ASAP Fishing #1 says, "Hi, hey, John Adams. Is you save it now? It's on your phone. It's locked in, like to your hard drive on the phone. Yes, I am 2 hours ahead of you. I'm thinking it's 2 or 3 o'clock right now. I'm not quite sure. But it stays on your phone. Then you can transfer that saved link anywhere you want. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you have a website, you could place that link on your website because it's held in your phone once you save a link. Copy, you like to do a copy and paste, you copy something. It's locked on your phone, and then you can do a right click, right? And then you can paste it wherever you want to paste it once you've saved it. Just to let you know. For those that didn't understand that, it's locked, or your computer, it's locked. And once you do a copy, it's held in your hard drive. It's sitting there in your hard drive on standby. And whatever site, whatever channel, whatever platform you're on, you could just paste it to that platform, whether it's, on a video in the description, or whether it's wherever you want to put it. Okay. So copy and paste, it goes to the hard drive, and it's just sitting there on standby, just waiting for you to put it somewhere. You can put it anywhere you like. And, that's not something I realize everybody understands. So I thought I'd share that as well. So anybody have any questions? Little Dumpling said she has a video on Santa Claus. ASAP Fishing #1 said he just posted a video. But I didn't catch if you said what it was. I didn't remember seeing it. It's on your dashboard. Yeah, ASAP Fishing #1. I'm not seeing mentioned what video you uploaded on your channel. So if you want to restate it, that would be good. I'll go over to your channel after the live stream. And check it out. Unless by the time I'll be over on your channel. You will see me whether it's tonight or tomorrow, but I will go over there. And I will check out John Adams. I know you're new, and thank you for being here. And Little Dumpling, she's been. I don't know how long we've been friends. We've been friends for quite a while nowadays. And I'll be checking out your Santa Claus video. Have you created any new playlists, Little Dumpling? No, you have. You had, I forget how many videos on it. But you had a fairly new one. That's right. But I'll check out your channel for sure. And so if you don't know about, I did a live stream broadcast on, it's been a year. Okay, I know it's been a while. Wow. And John Adams says, hi, little dumpling. Yeah, it's been a year. That's I knew it's been a while. That's good. I forget my anniversary. That's not a good thing. So my wife gets mad at me. We've been married 6 years, and she's going, you can't even remember our anniversary? I'm doing all this stuff. My mind's constantly going. How can it's no, actually what I'm told is men have something missing in their brain and women have it and we don't. And that's like a proven fact. So she, she doesn't give me any excuses. That's for sure. But that's really a fact. So you guys remember stuff we don't. I'm sitting at not 497. That's people in your community, friends in your community. So I can hit you with the channel, John Adams. I've got a Bible study channel I can hit you with. And I try to put up a video every week, but life happens, things take place, and I haven't made a video on my Bible study channel in about 2 weeks, roughly. But I can hit you with that channel for sure. No, like I'm saying, it's not intentional. My anniversary means a lot to me. But I think it's typical with men, and women think that we don't care. Or should I say, when you're married, your wife, you take it personal. How can you? We're married. You're supposed to love me. If you loved me, you'd remember our anniversary. And for us men, I don't know. Like I say, there is an actual factual data that shows some type of a gland or some type of something in the brain. Women have it, men don't. And it helps you remember things, and it sets us apart, obviously. It's, okay, John Adams. So it's not intentional. And that's women, and I'm speaking to all women right now. If you have a husband that remembers your anniversary, that's exceptional. Exceptional. I'd like to know how he's doing it. What's the trick? There's a trick of the trade, but I don't know. What's that trick? So yeah, it's not intentional. It's really not. So any ladies that hear this after the live stream, and little dumpling, if you were married in the past and you had the same problem, it wasn't because your husband didn't care, or any other woman out there. Now, there may be some men that don't care. That may be for a few, but it's not the rule. It's the exception. It's really the exception to that rule. As men, because we care. We think working hard, making money, pouring ourselves into our jobs and having that income coming in, we're showing you how much we love you. And you guys are going, you don't love me. You're at work all the time. Or, whoa, wait a minute. I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, going to work all day, breaking my back because I love you. I want to give you a roof over your head, clothes on your back, a nice car, have your needs met because I love you. But women, you guys don't see it that way. You think, well, you're just busy and you don't care and you're never here and blah, blah, blah. You don't love me. Whoa, that's a misunderstanding. And so while we're on this subject, I thought I would just try to clear this up a little bit. Little dumpling and any other woman that sees this live stream after the live stream and you're listening to me, I want you to know your husband loves you. The problem is he doesn't understand your language of love. Most men don't. Your language of love is come sit with me and watch TV, watch a movie. Because if he's sitting there with you, he's got his arm around you. Now, he's speaking your language of love. But most men don't know that in general, especially younger guys. I can remember a date, but never remember the year. Yep, there it is. I think NASCAR. The driver's number, it helps me. See, there's a technique. There's a trick right there. Exactly. But women's language is different. I've been going to a marriage class for the last 5 years, and it's where I've learned this. It's where I've learned it. I'm over 50 years old. I may not look 50. But I'm over 50 years old, okay? And I've just learned this recently. Now, if my dad would have taught me this growing up, I would have been ahead of the game. And it's not a game, but I would have been ahead. And that's the other problem in our community, in our world here in America, maybe around the world, at least in our culture anyway. Dads need to teach their boys to understand women, but if you don't understand it, then how can you teach it? But I'm losing people. I'm getting too heavy. It's getting too heavy. Don't mean to get too heavy here, folks. But anyways, no, seriously, things that we've learned, things that we can teach our children, women, ladies, if you can teach your boys about men about women, if you can teach your boys about women, ladies, moms, and I say boys, I mean 14, 15, or 15, 16, 17-year-old boys about women, they'll be way ahead of the game. And men, you teach your daughters about men, that your daughter's ahead of the game, But this isn't something we talk about in our culture, hardly. It's the best kept mistake. There's something that after going to a marriage class for the last 5 years, going on 6, I'm learning. I'm like, wow, this is why we're having so much divorce and misunderstandings and conflict that doesn't even need to exist, because we don't understand. We think the opposite. We think something that isn't even true, and we believe it because we don't know. Okay, see, little dumpling? Either your husband loved you, you didn't understand him, he didn't understand you. You didn't think you loved him, he didn't think you didn't think he loved, and the conflict. I have conflict in my marriage. It's not a rose garden. Well, it is, but there's a lot of pricks, on that rose stem. No marriage is trouble-free, but it's understanding one another and knowing that she loves me and she knows that I love her. And, we start understanding one another and realizing, because like I'm saying, your woman's language is come sit with me and watch a movie. Come sit with me and watch a chick flick. Well, we don't like chick flicks. We don't want to, our emotions this and emotions that and whoop-de-whoop. Whoa, that's too much. But for you, it's your language. So if you're with a man and the man understands this, he can sit there with you. Well, not all men, but there are men. I'm able to do that with my wife because I understand she needs that. And as I sit there with her and we're watching a movie, she's feeling loved. She's feeling cared about. I'm spending that time. Where my language of love is I'm out working. I'm making the money. I'm meeting the needs. I'm doing my job as a man. And I'm showing her I love her. But that can be misunderstood. Now, it can also be an escape. Some guys can use that as an escape, as an excuse, but that's not the rule. That's the exception. Okay? But in general, that's not the case. I tell my wife, well, I'm doing this on your car. She gets mad at me because I tell her I'm fixing her car. Well, it is her car. And that's why I'm doing it, because I love her. She gets mad when I tell her I'm working on your car. I'm doing it for you. Well, and she takes that as, oh, I don't care. I'm just doing it for her. No, I'm doing it because I love her. I care about her. I want her car fixed. I want her to be able to have the freedom to go and move and do the things she needs to do. And it's a labor of love on my part. But when I tell her I'm working on your car, she somehow takes that the wrong way, see? And so we communicate differently. And my language of love for men is respect. You respect me, you're showing me you love me. You respect me, you show me you care about me. You don't respect me, I'm hearing I don't love you, I don't care about you, and I'm taking advantage. I mean, it could be really taken seriously the wrong way. And this is something women don't understand in general. And these are the differences. You want us to sit down and watch a movie with you or watch a chick flick for those men that can. Not everybody can. So don't fault them for it. But they'll sit down and watch a movie with you. Just not a chick flick. So you want to spend time, helping you with the dishes. That's your language of love. That's what you said. Oh, he loves me. He's helping me with my dishes. Oh, he's watching a movie with me. He's taking me out to dinner. That's your language of love. But not all men understand it that way. All men don't realize that. They do it because they know it's something that you like, something that you both enjoy, but he doesn't realize it's actually your language that speaks I love you to you. So this must be too heavy of a subject because nobody's come back. There's only 2 of you in here. But no, seriously though. I raised my son alone. Yeah, my mom raised me too. My dad was, my mom left my dad when I was just a little boy. I was like 2 years old. My dad was in my life off and on, which was a good thing for the most part. But yeah, but my mom didn't really teach me about women. See, if my mom would have taught me about women and helped me understand women and how women thought, this is my second marriage, and this marriage class I've been attending for the past 5 years made all the difference in the world. Hey, RG, glad to see ya. If you don't know RG, check him out. We're talking about marriage, RG, and women understanding their husbands and husbands understanding their wives. And if women teach their teenage 14, 15-year-old boys about women and how to understand them, and then us fathers teach our daughters about men where they understand them, man, when those 2 children, young adults, get together and start dating, man, is it going to be so much, it would be improved greatly. Then when they get married, because the girl has a good concept of how men think, what's important to a man, that respect respect speaks love to a man. And she shows him respect. And then the mothers teaching their sons how to understand women. I mean, then they can come together and have a decent marriage. I mean, no marriage is without ups and downs and some conflict, but it's having that understanding that bridges the gap. that makes the difference. And this is what's lacking in our society. You know, like I was just telling little Dumpling, I guess it does go both ways, yes. But see, in our society, you don't have mothers teaching their sons about women and how to understand them. And we don't have our fathers. Fathers aren't teaching their daughters as a teenage girl, you know, about how men think, what's important to a man. Respect speaks love. If a woman, my wife respects me, I feel loved by her. I feel cared about by her. When I sit down with her, hey, John Adams, thanks for being here. Appreciate your time. I hope I haven't bored you. And I'll be checking out your channel. I'm going to go check out, see what you got. If you don't have a playlist, create a playlist or two. That way, you know, we can watch a series of your videos in a playlist. It makes it easier that way. All right, I hope that's helpful. And if you don't have a playlist, create one. If you don't know how to create a playlist, I have a video teaching you how to create a playlist, and it's a fairly recent one. And Little Dumpling says, see you, John Adams. Okay, so anyways, that's where I see that the problem is in our society, in our culture here in America. This isn't happening. I have it backwards. Fathers teach the sons better, and the mother teaches the same, goes with the girls. Well, yes and no. What I'm talking about, though, RG, is far as a man can teach his daughter about respect and what respect means to a man, and how that respect, if you respect the man, your husband or future husband, then you're speaking his language of love. And that tells him that you love him. That tells him you care about him. That speaks to his heart when you show him respect. A wife cannot do that. A woman cannot do that unless she really understands it, and most women don't. In our culture today, most women don't understand that. And that's why I say that the way I say it. But yeah, mothers need to teach their daughters, yes. Dads need to teach their sons, yes. But there are some core things that you can explain. You're not going to be, your wife won't be able to explain it like you can to your daughter about what respect means to a man and the different aspects of that. A woman won't be able to do it. They speak another language. That's the other thing. Women speak, we both speak English, but they speak one language and we speak another language, and that's why we're so misunderstood. Not funny, but true. And that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying is, you know, these are aspects that only a dad can really explain and break it down so it's understood. A wife won't be able to put it in those words. She won't be able to translate it that way at all. I taught my son because I'm a mom and dad. Yeah. Well, like I said, I grew up with my mom. My mom beat my butt growing up. Holy smokes, I was hard-headed. And she would beat my butt. And it didn't do me any harm, by the way. I need to make that known crystal clearly. It did me no harm, no psychological damage, like they try to say nowadays. But anyways, my mom didn't teach me about women. That's my point. She always says, son, I'll never interfere with your marriage. I'll never interfere with your girlfriend. But that's as far as it went. Now, that's a huge statement for a mother to make. A lot of moms interfere big time, both ways, whether it's a son or a daughter. But my mom didn't teach me about women. I had to figure it out and fall on my face and bump my head and drive into a brick wall. And I mean, but if my mom would have explained to me about women and helped me understand them better, then I don't think I would have gone through half of the conflict and hardship and difficulties and misunderstandings and all this stuff. I have to be an adult before I learn that women speak a different language than we do. I didn't know nothing about a woman's language of love is sitting down and watching a movie with her, taking her out to dinner is her language of love. Being kind to her, being kind and gentle with her is she feels loved by that, my mom didn't teach me anything about this stuff. I had to grow up, be an adult before I learned it. So in society, it's why I'm saying I'm seeing a solution. And the solution is moms need to teach their sons aspects of a woman to better understand them. Men need to teach their daughters what respect means to a man and how that translates into love when a woman shows a man respect. I can show you respect, little dumpling, and you're going to think I'm a nice guy. But you're not going to feel loved when I show you respect. You show me respect, and you're intimately, you're somebody that I'm involved with, or my wife, then I'm going to feel loved as a man. See? And so, but this is something, like I'm saying, I'm going to shut up because I don't want to beat a dead horse or a live horse, is where the big problem lies. And that's why I say that. So there's areas where moms can teach their sons, and there's areas where dad can explain to his daughters things about men and how we think, because a wife won't be able to do it. And then there's areas mom needs to be teaching their daughters, and there's areas dad needs to be working with and teaching their sons about, so that a woman gets treated with kindness and gentleness and respect and the value and the purpose of that. But it's not their language of love. But us men need to know that first. And like I've mentioned, I've only learned this 5 years, going to a marriage class twice a week is where I've learned it. Or I couldn't sit here and have this conversation. There's no way I wouldn't be able to say much about it, because my mom didn't know to teach me. It's just not part of our culture in general. And so for what it's worth, food for thought for some, if they're questioning and not trying to wrap their futuristically, people that watch this broad live stream after the live stream, give you something to think about, wrap your head around. But this would change our culture. I think it would change our divorce rate if young men and women understood one another better. And then you get married, you're way ahead. You're out in the lead. And it would make a big difference, I believe. Save a lot of heartache. Save a whole lot of heartache. So that's my 2 cents on this subject. But if you have any questions, you want to talk or comment or say, hey, Kendall, what do you think about this? Or the parents today don't have the skills like our parents for back. Yes, that's true. They do not. Most of them in general. So that's a whole nother animal, RG. Because we have teenagers, children, raising children. What a problem. And, then we wonder why it's a whole nother animal. It changes everything. Yet we still have this marriage thing and understanding one another thing to deal with and incorporate into that. Most parents are working too much now. Well, that's because of inflation. Everything's so overpriced. Our home here, when we sell it, it's appraising out for quite a bit. And it's unbelievable. I'm just like, wow, really? It's appraising out for this much? I'm just like, wow. Uh, yeah, I remember back in the 70s, you could buy a house for like $50,000. Um, it goes back to ethics from mine to now. Yeah, we're slipping away. We're losing it. Generation is being lost with each generation because we have this. Well, our country was founded. The foundation of this country was on the Bible, God, and it gives us the values that this country holds. You're welcome, little dumpling. It gives us the values that we hold in this country that are slipping away. They're being eroded. And this is the end results to the erosion of the values and the foundations, or the foundation that this country was built on. And this is the end result. We've reaped what we're sowing. We are now reaping what we have sown as the end result. We got to get back to basics. I say that ever so often. We got to get back to basics. God and the Bible. Nobody wants, well, not nobody, very few people want to hear that. And well, it's kind of like the Constitution. Our government doesn't want to know the Constitution because it holds them accountable. And it either gives them permission to do, or it restricts them and doesn't give them permission to do. And they want to do their thing and run amok and steal from us and trample on us. And the Constitution puts up a roadblock. And they want to run all over us and violate our Constitution. They don't want to know the Constitution because it puts up roadblocks. Like this 2020 federal ID, it's a total violation of the Constitution. And I think it's the 10th Amendment, if I remember right. Total violation. But they don't want to know it because they want to do their thing. Well, the Bible is the same way. The Bible puts up roadblocks to how I want to live and do my thing. Feels good, do it, right? And that's where the problem lies. As humans, as living souls, we're selfish and self-centered. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to do it, and I don't want to be restricted. We're like adult children. I want to do it, and I don't want you getting in my way and leave me alone. I'm doing this. I got a right. And the Bible says no. God says no. Don't. It's not good. It's unhealthy. It's going to cause problems. There'll be conflict. It'll hurt you. It'll bring guilt and shame upon you. Well, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to know it. Just like our government doesn't want to know the Constitution. It's the same principle at work. Okay, RG, what did you say? My mom and dad purchased their house in Lakewood, California for $1050 back in the 50s. Yes, it cost them money, and we still pay them every year, and nothing changes until something goes wrong, and then we get to see it for what it is. Exactly. Everything's upside down and backwards because our government doesn't want to follow that Constitution. They don't want to know it. But this is why I say everyone in the government ought to be required to study that Constitution and know it frontwards and backwards. The president, whoever's running for president, vice president, needs to know that Constitution backwards and forwards before they ever become elected for president. That should be a requirement here in America. And it should have been a requirement a long time ago. It should have been in the Constitution, but people were living it then. It was a part of their life when it was written. They didn't have the concept of making it a part of it because it was in their hearts. And it was. And today, that's not the case. They don't want to know it. And so now we need to make it a rule that they know it. And we wonder why we're having all the issues we're having on every side politically, and the way what's going on, not only in this country, but how we're working and dealing with other countries. And just all the muck and all the wrong and all the cheating and lying and deceiving that's going on politically, and how we're being overtaxed. You know, you buy your house, you're paying for your house, and they're going to come along on the back side of that underhandedly and say, if you don't pay property taxes behind on your property, we're going to steal your house. We're going to legal plunder is the word. Legal plunder, for those that are not familiar with it. It's legalized theft. That's what legal plunder is. Legalized theft. Our government has created this loophole called property taxes. You spend whatever you spend on your home, 100,000, $1 million. You don't pay the property taxes. Why can they charge me taxes? Why am I being charged taxes on something that I own? You know, why am I paying taxes on something that I own? How can you charge me taxes on something that I own? That's what our government's doing and been doing it for years. Why has this been allowed? And why has it been allowed to go so far out in left field? People are losing their houses, something that they worked hard to earn, to own, and then they can come back and snatch it out from underneath you. If you have hit hard times, they shouldn't be able to tax you on your house to start with. It costs them money and will still pay them. Okay. RG says they need to set a team limit for all government senators and representatives. I agree, most definitely. It becomes a lifelong job, right? Retirement. We in this country don't own anymore. So lease only, basically. And that's what it boils down to, really. You can't pay your property. You hit hard times. You can't pay your property taxes and they steal it. Now let's back up. Let's put it in reverse. Why is there property taxes anyways? There should have never been taxes on your property. There shouldn't be. Well, they shouldn't be putting taxes on my property. That should have never been allowed for any reason. You know, that should have been like what's known as breaking the cardinal rule. I mean, that should not be accepted. That should have never happened. And now they're running wild with it. I remember going to a meeting here, San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meeting, and the county collector was retiring. And he was bragging about all the money he had earned the county during the time that he was in office. Bragging about the hundreds of thousands of dollars that he brought in from stealing people's property because they couldn't pay their property taxes. Stealing homes, making people homeless, and bragging about all the money he's earned them while he was in office. Bragging. Stomping all over people and bragging about it. That's right. There should not be taxes on our properties. That's theft. It's that simple. There is something called land patent. There used to be quite a bit of information on the internet about a land patent. A land patent is you own your property forever and the signees. Property I just sold, well, not just sold, it's been a while. There was a land patent on it. Woodrow Wilson signed the land patent. Woodrow Wilson. And you got to go to the patent office in Washington and give them your parcel number and everything. All right, little dumpling. Thank you. Yeah. And anyways, it cost me 10, 15 bucks or something. And I got this copy. I guess I need to do a video on this and share the little bit that I know. But anyways, it helps to keeps them from taxing you on your property. You get rid of your PO, you get rid of your address, and you do, Meridian, northeast by northwest, township and range. And the Meridian township and range, and that pinpoints your property, and you can get the numbers off of that. And then you give them the parcel number. And anyways, there's more information, and I'm not giving you, this isn't clear. Land patents are still around, but there are some problems and that's one. What's one of them there, RG? I know in order to make it official, where it's acknowledged, you have to own your property outright. You have to own it outright, owe nothing on it. And you have to get rid of your address. You got to get rid of the real estate APN number from your property, and you solely go on the Meridian Township and Range, which you can get the map from. What's that? They oversee all the land. There's an office over here in Barstow, but I forget what it's called at the moment. But they oversee all the land, government owned and everything. Anyways, you can get a map from them, and you can get your Meridian Township and Range to do that. And that's in every state. But I forget the office at the moment. It's a government office, county office that oversees the land. I forget what it's called at the moment. Anyways, so you totally eliminate your address. And ultimately what you're doing is the only person allowed on the property, if you need service by the law, is federal marshals, investigators. Good. Hallelujah. Yes. You become like your own country. And you make sure you have a fire hydrant. You make sure you have a means to put your fire out if your house catches fire. You do what you got to do to set it up so that you are self-sufficient. You don't need them. You don't pay taxes. You just eliminated the taxes. It's like back in the 1800s, you own your property and you can do what you want on your property, and they can't charge you taxes for, you add on to your house. They want to charge you taxes. When you put a building on your property over a certain size, they want to charge you now for that. It's back like it was in England that our forefathers came here to get away from, and that's why they created the Constitution to prevent this. And I forget who the president was or the man was that says, I've given you a republic if you can keep it. It's slipping out of our hands. And it's time for us to grab onto that thing and pull that back and retrieve it. Now's the time. And this 2020 Federal ID Act is a big part of yanking more of that out of our hands. And very few people are even talking about it or doing much with it. And that's going to be a big problem. We're going to lose rights. That's a landslide. And that does not need to happen. And it's happening. The Constitution class I was attending, some things have come up that haven't allowed me to continue to go. But I'm wanting to get back there as soon as I can. But the talking with some guys there. They're saying, well, right now, politically, blah, 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 we'll have to wait. And then we'll have to, start approaching it down the road. And so we'll see where that goes. But people need to be aware that this 2020 Federal ID Act is a violation of our Constitution. And if my sons, grandsons, my family is going in the military to protect our Constitution, why is our government so liberally trampling upon it and ripping us off behind the scene, underhandedly? Something to think about. Our children go in, our young adults go in the military to protect our Constitution, while they violate our Constitution behind closed doors. Here at home, on our homeland, they're violating it. Our own government's violating our Constitution, while our children, grandchildren are going out to protect it. What's really going on? We're being duped, tricked, deceived. Something to think about. Wakey, wakey, America. The world, wakey, wakey. Time to say, no, enough's enough. I'm frustrated, can you tell? And I think we all should be frustrated, and we all should be telling the government no. What if we all refuse to pay our taxes? What if everybody refused? They might just take an ear and listen. Now, how to do that, I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just saying, principally. I wish I knew. I wish I had a solution, a method for doing that. Starts with ideas, though. Got to start thinking about it, wrapping the head around it. People smarter than me can figure it out. I know that much. But we the people, united we stand. But are we standing? Are we united, really? That's the problem. But just food for thought, for whatever it's worth. And this is America, the best place on earth, yet it's being destroyed from the inside out. What's wrong with that picture? This needs to stop. I really hope that Trump puts some focus on this 2020 federal ID and overthrows it or overturns it. He really needs to overturn it, and that's the solution. If anybody's going to overturn it, Trump should overturn it. My president, Trump. Your president, Trump, ought to overturn it. And if anybody's going to do it, he should be the one. Mike Pence, he should be on top of it. He should be bringing that to his attention, really. Mike Pence ought to be bringing this 2020 Federal ID Act, should bring Trump's attention to that. To that point, you're correct on the building codes. That's very true, and I hope things change sooner, not later. Me too, because if they don't, I don't think there'll be a later. Things won't be changing. You and I will be elderly and or dead, and it's going to be worse if it don't change soon. So I don't know what else to say. Dot the I, cross the T. Oprah is going to be no, that would be a mistake. I like Oprah in general. I think she's done some really great, super, unbelievable, amazing things. She really has. Giving credit where credit is due. She has. She's done stuff nobody else has done and helped people that nobody else would have even tried. She did. Amazing. But president, no. No. But if anybody can overthrow it, Trump can overthrow it. Oh, no, I don't mean overthrow it. That's the wrong word. Overturn it. This 2020 federal ID. And I really hope and pray and praying that it happens. And we don't hear much from Mike Pence, but that man is a very godly man from what I know. And not everybody's aware of that, but he's a Christian and has been for many, many years, and a part of a Christian organization called CBMC. You can Google it, Mike Pence, CBMC. And it's a Christian businessmen's organization is what it is. And so he should be bringing this to Trump's attention. And I pray he does. We got to wake up. We got to holler about it. We got to make noise about it. You know, if we don't say nothing, we don't do nothing, it's just going to slip in. And the DMV is pushing this hard. The DMV is pushing this 2020 Federal ID Act. They're pushing it really hard. What's wrong with that picture? So, all right. I guess I'm wound down. I was going to do another video today and get some work done around here, but now I got some other things I need to go do. So it's been good. It's been almost 2 hours. I look forward to hearing from you after the live stream. If you have any questions, feel free. I'll give you my 2 cents. Little Dumpling, I appreciate you being here. I don't know if RG is still here. He could be. I only see one person in the chat, but that doesn't mean that I only see one person in the chat, but that doesn't mean anything. RG and Little Dumpling, I think both are here. And if you don't know them and you're listening to this after the live stream, check out these people. Check out these channels. All right, well, Little Dumpling, thank you for hanging out. It's been a while since I've been live. I was live last night. You might want to check out Elf Lord's Journey. I did a video last night. He sent me, check this out. This is from Elf Lord's Journey. He sent me this. And you can see his other paintings. They're watercolors. They don't even look like watercolors. On his channel, and I did a live stream showing his artwork that he sent, and his link is also in the description on that video. That was last night's live stream, Elf Lord's Journey. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. He has really nice work, and I was looking at his artwork and I'm telling him, this is really nice. This doesn't look like watercolor. I'm going, this is nice stuff, man. You need more exposure. And we're talking, and he's like, not talking, but we were back and forth on the comments, communicating. And he tells me, well, pick one you like. And if it's not in a frame, I'll send it to you. I'm like, really? That's like huge. And I'm like, wow. I'm going, okay, sure. And so there's more. This is just one, okay? One of his watercolors. Doesn't even look like watercolors. And that's Elf Lord's Journey's work. One of them. Yes. And he also has videos of Utah. Utah has some very nice scenery, mountains, and really, really nice scenery there in Utah. And so he has his artwork. And so check out his channel. Let him know that you came from here, that, easy 2 tips and tricks, etc. And you'll like his, he has these bridges, covered bridges, kind of like this one. He has different styles of these covered bridges, and barns and ranch homes and animals and tractors and just a whole variety. Like I was saying, possibly Arkansas, maybe Tennessee, could be Georgia, but back in the South somewhere for sure. But we'll stay in touch, and I moved back there and I'm close. Maybe we could do a collab, Little Dumpling. That'd be cool. You could say, remember when I was in California talking about doing this? Here I am in the flesh. But that would be fun. I would really like to do that. Hope that, and I hope that works out. I really do. I'm not just saying it. I really hope that works out. That'd be fun. I have a friend in Little Rock or Conway. He's either in Conway or Little Rock. I've lost contact with him. What state or what possible state, if you're moving? Yeah, but I have a friend. I've lost contact. I grew up with him. We were buddies since elementary. And he's either in Conway or Little Rock. And I'll have to, when I start heading that way, let him know. And hopefully I can drop in and say hey to him as well. It's been a few years since I've seen him. Probably 12, 13, 14 years. Like I said, we grew up since kids. I could knock on his door and it'd be like I saw him yesterday. It's like that. Friends, real friends. Something this generation doesn't know much about, unfortunately. But he's like my brother, really. Just haven't seen him for a long time. But anyway, so I look forward to getting back to the South. I do not like California. 10, 12 years ago, I was in Mississippi living in Tupelo, about a quarter mile from where Elvis's birth home was or is. And my dad came down ill, and I came here to pick him up, and I was going to take him back with me to my home there in Mississippi. And 2 days later, he fell and broke his hip. And I'm going, oh boy. I came here to keep him out of a convalescent home or a retirement home. And now I'm at a crossroads. Do I leave and go? I had a job. I'm buying a home. I'm set up. I wasn't leaving. I was there to stay. And now my dad's hips broke. He fell off the toilet of all things and fractured his hip. And now he needed surgery. So I had to make this decision of, do I stay? Walk away from a home I'm buying, a job, furniture and stuff I left behind, and take care of my dad, or do I go back? Obviously, I chose to stay. So I'm here, and I've been here ever since. He's passed a few years ago. Well, I don't know, about 5, 6 years ago, I want to say now. Maybe, no. About 8 years ago, roughly. But I'm still here. My wife loves the South. She has a brother that was in the Army, at the Army base there in Kentucky. And she liked it. Her son was just transferred there a year or two ago, and she went to visit her son over there on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky. So she likes the South. Grew up in Arizona. And so the object here is, unfortunately, it's only me, the one-man band, doing all this work around here. And I've got this whole house to paint, and it's 4,000 square feet. Okay, Little Dumpling. So anyways, I'm just sharing this with you. So the object is to sell this place and get out of here. Get something smaller, 4,000 square feet. There's 2 kitchens, 2 living rooms, 6 bedrooms, 5 acres, about 3 of it's fenced. Nice property. Somebody's going to score and get a really nice home here. And it's rural, So anyways, Little Dumpling, if you got to go, I'm gonna go. Too much. What's too much? Yes, too much. 4,000 square feet. Yeah, we've got This is the living room here. A kitchen in the opening over there is the kitchen. A bedroom over here at the end of that handrail. Bedroom directly across, a master. Big TV room or recreation room, whatever person wants to do with it. A porch that's 1,000 square foot porch. It's covered and screened in. It'd be easy to close in. And then there's a whole nother kitchen, whole nother living room, two bedrooms, big bedrooms, not little ones, big bedrooms, like master bedrooms. One is a master bedroom. I'm going to turn the other one into a master bedroom by cutting a hole in the wall for the bathroom and have a bathroom entrance from the bedroom into the bathroom, which will be creating another basically master bedroom. So we'll have 2 master bedrooms over there, 1 over here, and then the other 3 are just regular bedrooms. But yeah, it'd be nice. You know, somebody's interested, you know, they could always hit me up. But I'm not trying to, I'm just talking to you is all I'm doing, little dumpling. So I've got a lot of work to do. A lot of painting to do when I'm done with this other stuff. Yeah. When I'm putting in a barn door, I'm going to hang a door on the wall, a barn door, and so it'll slide for the other bedroom over there that will become a master by giving it access through the bedroom wall into the bathroom. But I'm going to use a slider, like a barn door setup, and I'll be videotaping and showing that when I do it. But that's down the road. That's towards the end of what I've got to do. So anyways, I'm just talking to you because we're talking about it. So yeah, it is. It's nice. It is nice. We got a laundry room. And like I said, a big room, we call it a TV room. It's the other place I sit where the walls are turquoise. That's our TV room. That could be, you could put a pool table in there. You could put a ping pong table in there. You could use it as a game room and then just use this living room area for the living room, you know, put a TV up. But that's our main room, is that room. And, but it could be used as a game room, you know. So anyways, I guess I'm going to call it a day. We're right at really close to 2 hours. I appreciate you being here and hanging out and sticking with me. Our GI here, I thank you for being here. Or if you're not, just dropped in, thanks for dropping in. You can do a replay at the beginning. They just left. You can do a replay and get the window tint removal. Okay, see you later, little dumpling. Blessings. Keep looking up. I'm going to try to get a Bible study in on my Bible study channel. I think you've joined that community. If you're not, it's a new one. It's Basic Bible Study 777. I lost my email, unfortunately, to my other Bible study channel, and I can't access it far as to put any videos up. I can watch them, but I can't upload to them. And I need to find out how to retrieve it. So I have a new video. I have a new Bible study channel that you can find. It's at the top of the search. And that's Basic Bible Study 777. And I think I have maybe 5 Bible studies up on it, 6 or 7. There's not too many. There's just a few. But I'm at the top. You can find that one. All right. Have a good day. God bless. If you're comfortable, leave me your phone number or send me your email that I have not got. And I can talk to you, you know, sometime. No big deal. But if you're not comfortable, that's fine. I totally understand. But nonetheless, I'm just making the offer. All right, well, God bless. Take care. Bye for now, and never give up, because there's always a way. And my dad used to say, where there's a will, there's a way. And I would say, well, there's a will, there's a better way. So now I say, don't give up because there's always a way. And there always is. God bless. Bye for now. And we're just keeping it real. See you on the next one. God bless. Bye for now. Bye.